Thanks for swinging in for a little THG. One of the most festive movies and stories that I can think of for Christmas, other than the greatest story ever told about Jesus, is the Nutcracker. I love the Nutcracker Ballet. So I decided today I'm going to do a video about cracking nuts. So in this video, I'm going to talk about my wonderful neighbors that I have. The first being Mylind and Heidi, who grow walnuts right on their own property here where I live. So thank you to you guys for the wonderful walnuts. I am so excited to be able to find a way to bake with them. The next ones are Stephen and Linda. They own some property in Texas and they are able to grow pecans. So they brought me over some pecans just before Thanksgiving, and I'm so excited about those. I can't wait to use them in my baking. There's a pecan you can see right there. I was pretty proud of myself that I was able to get that to come out whole like that, because most of the times I ended up squishing them. And there's a walnut, and both of them were amazing. Really good. So there's a pecan. It came out whole. I think out of all the whole bag I did, I only had that happen like 4 or 5 times through the whole bag that I got them out whole like that. So inside the nut there is what's called a hull, and it's almost like a woody piece or like a part of the shell, really hard piece that sits in between the two halves of the nut in both the pecan and the walnuts. And you have to take those out of the nuts. There's the pecan. I found I had the best luck if I cracked it lengthwise instead of widthwise. When my granddaughter was very small, she was with us for a small time, and I played for her the Nutcracker Ballet, the one that Macaulay Culkin was in years ago. And she fell in love with it, and she danced around and loved it. And when I pulled out all of our Christmas decor, she found my Nutcracker, or one of them anyway. And she held on to that thing, and for the next several years, it didn't matter what time of year it was, she had that little Nutcracker with her. And so Allie, if you're watching this, hi Allie. Hi Ty. Hi Jocelyn, Bailey, Boston, and little Hudson. Grammy loves all of you so much. There you can see the hole. There's part of the hole. And there's the other side of the nut, showing how it's kind of separated. So these are some of the pecans that Stephen and Linda gave me. They were wonderful. They also brought me a pear, and I'm going to do a video on the pear as well. I think I'm going to do an ambient video on cracking nuts also. It was very relaxing. So anyway, it might be really kind of festive if you have access to some nuts. Turn on the Nutcracker Ballet. Sit down with your kids or someone and just crack some nuts while you watch it. It's really quite relaxing, I found, and soothing. You can see the lengthwise there, and that was, I found, the best way to get the nut for the pecans out anyway, whole. that was how I had most of my success. And you can see not always. Cracking raw nuts it can be frustrating if you're not expecting it. But I remember doing it as a very small girl when I lived in Oregon. Now see, there's the hole right there. That's a whole piece of it inside, and that was sitting in between the pecan halves. But when I was a very small girl living in Oregon, I would crack nuts there. But I haven't done it for so many years. So this was kind of fun. It brought back a lot of memories. And it was just really fun to sit and do this. And here's a walnut from Mylind and Heidi. Thank you guys for sharing with me. These are wonderful. And I'm going to make something really fun with these nuts. I don't know what yet, but when I do, I'll make sure to do a video on it. So, growing nuts is something that you really don't hear very many homesteaders talking about. So leave me a comment in the comment section below and let me know if you have nut trees or grow nuts on your property. So I also discovered that with the shells, you can do a number of things. You can add them to your compost. They're super full of nutrients. You can do crafts with them. You can also use them as fire kindling. So the first fire we start this year in our wood stove, I'm going to use the nut shells and see how they work. So I'll do a video on that and let you guys see it. That'll be cool. But nuts are very healthy for you, especially raw nuts. They have the best nutrients maintained in them before they're processed and it's all baked out or sugar's added on top. So grab a bowl of nuts and crack some nuts while you're watching the Nutcracker and just enjoy relaxing time and festive moments through this holiday season. Once again, it's these little things that add so much excitement and joy to life. Thank you guys so much for watching and for continuing to come back. Have a great day.